Hello and welcome to Cat's Gaming Chaos. Today we are back in my time at Sandrock. Let's see where we are, what chaos we can create, and continue the game.
What's so good about Sunday school? I heard it was a rotten time where you just sit listening to boring church stories. Worse, the even boringer kid versions where there's no blood or guts.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. But you can just think of other stuff while they're talking. The church people are funny. Burgess is cute. He's afraid of everything. Last week, the cat knocked over a bottle, and we spent the whole day checking the church for ghosts. Penn thinks he's the prettiest man in the world. We can just take him to a room with a mirror. He'll stay there all day, and then we can go play.
Cool. Hey, so, you always gonna be at Sunday school?
Yep.
Well, maybe I can stick around this town for a while.
Hey, tell Andy how fun Sunday school is gonna be. Yeah, see? You're gonna like everything about Sandrock better than being a bandit.
Well, I don't know about that. How am I supposed to live my life without doing crimes?
I think you'll find it surprisingly easy. Sheriff! When Andy was disguised, the cookie jar from our house disappeared. There were a lot of cookies inside. Is there any chance that you and the Civil Corps will be able to recover our lost valuables?
Listen, Jasmine. In 80% of all cookie thefts, the confectionaries are consumed within the first 12 hours. That number rises to 99% after 24. And based on the criminal profile,
Guy ate your cookies.
What? Oh, that dirty, rotten, no-good thief! I hate bandits.
Could you two learn a little bedside manner? She's just a girl. Jeez.
sometimes the truth hurts.
If you don't tell us where Logan is, I'm gonna be really angry.
You better do what he says. He's crazy.
Man, before Forehead over there was the good cop and Dreadlocks was the bad cop, now you're the good cop? At least get your interrogation techniques straight. Sheesh. Bunch of amateurs.
Dang it, this is going nowhere. Look, kid, just tell us where Logan is. Lives are at stake here.
You better do what he says. He's crazy.
Ah, good grief.
Now you're both good cops.
Thanks, Andy. Nobody's ever said that about us before.
Whose side are you on, man? Oh, hey, sorry you had to see all that.
Can I go now?
Yeah, this is going nowhere. Unless you want to try asking a few questions. Whoa.
Cool.
Yeah, right. Quit acting tough. You civil cores are all a bunch of softies at the end of the day, am I right? Right? Oh yeah? Why come? Shoot, you know, Haru's always saying the same thing. But that's what I like about Logan. He doesn't think, he just does stuff. That's living the dream. All right, so what if I do help y'all? What's in it for me, huh? Oh, phew. Y'all let me go in there for a sec, builder. Pass. Oh yeah? Why come? Shoot, you know, Haru's always saying the same thing. But that's what I like about Logan. He doesn't think, he just does stuff. That's living the dream. All right, so what if I do help y'all? What's in it for me, huh? All the candy I can eat, eh? All right, fine. I'll tell you what I know. I'm getting bored of this anyway. Truth is, I don't know nothing. Yeah, that's right. Logan made sure I never knew nothing about what he was doing, where we were going. Nothing. Heck, I don't even know what he's got against y'all. But he took care of me and mine when I was lost out in this desert. That makes him all right in my book. He made sure if I ever ended up here, I wouldn't know anything that could put him and his outfit in danger. So there. Looks like he outsmarted you lot by predicting how dumb I am. So yeah, like I said, I don't know nothing. Couldn't help you even if I wanted to. So let me go already.
As someone who also knows nothing, I feel he's telling the truth.
Still a bit fishy from where I'm standing.
Howdy, boys. Ah, you're here too. If I'd known, I'd have brought you something.
Thanks, Grace. Just put the food on the table if you would. Kinda busy.
Doing a little, interrogation here?
Yeah. How'd you guess? We really ought to get back to it, though. Can't tell if this kid is telling the truth or not. Hey, what are you?
Ah, no, Mommy! Ah! Get her away from me! I'll do anything you say. I told you everything already. I told you everything. Ah!
He's telling the truth.
All right, Andy. You're off the hook for now. You just stay out of trouble, all right? Everyone else, dismissed. I need to go for a walk or something. Good to see you, partner. So let's get started. Take your position. We got a free lane over there. Get over there and show me your best stance. All right, that ain't bad. You want to keep your stance strong and secure. Remember, when you shoot, you're going to have crazy recoil. Good shooting's about control. Now, watch me shoot. Tell me what you notice. So, what do you think? Yeah, it's all about controlling your breathing and holding a strong stance and grip. After that, it's just aim and fire. Anyway, a strong stance is really the first important step. If you aren't in control, your aim is going to be all over the place. If you aren't holding strong, then that recoil is going to be kicking you onto your backside real quick. You know, you should have seen my old boss shoot. Guy can shoot the goggles off a giggle and not even draw blood. Heck, I've seen folks just throw down their weapons after a look from the guy. Anyway, next up is grip. Grip is just as important as your stance, all right? With the weak grip, that gun of yours will kick right out of your hands when you shoot. During Unsure's training, gun shot out of his hand and knocked out a couple of teeth. Had to get them replaced. Don't remember which ones, though. You want to cover all the gaps on the grip with your hands. Get your main hand holding the gun, thumb pointing forward. Get it right up there. Don't hold too low now. Next up, wrap your other hand around, making sure you're supporting it. Also means you got the freedom to react if necessary. Yeah, that's it. Now when you're holding it properly, you're not going to get as much recoil. You'll be controlled. Once you got your stance and grip down, well, that's the basics. There's much more to shooting than this, mind, but that'll come with practice. All right, let's have a little competition, eh? Tell you what, how about we make it interesting? If I win, we hit the blue moon, and you're buying. If you win, well, I reckon that ain't gonna happen, so you choose. I mean, it ain't really a serious bet, but it's cool. I get that. Everybody's got their principles. How about this? If I win, nothing happens. If you win, I'll go with you to do whatever you want. Not a bet. I mean, not really much of a prize either. I'd probably do whatever you want to do anyway. Whatever. Let's shoot some targets. All right, 3 out of 4 ain't bad. Let's see how you do. 15 seconds. Let's go. Grip it tighter, partner. Dang, good one. All right, again, good aim. You got quite the draw, ain't you, partner? You're shaping up to be a real sharpshooter. We used to have competitions like this back when I was just a regular Civil Corps officer. Whoever won used to have to buy the rounds at the Blue Moon. Then when B3 left, I was really the only one left to become sheriff. I never thought I was ready. Big boots and all. But you do what you gotta, right? It's usually all right. Sandrock's remote enough that we ain't usually got so many day-to-day problems, you know? But with this Logan thing, every day I'm trying to be half the man he was. Well, I mean, with his missing eye, leg, and arm, I guess all I have to be is just a quarter of a man? Dang, and I can't even get that. Unsure came shortly after that. Never met the old man, but he fit into the Civil Corps well enough. And we were lacking for members at the time. Main thing B3 taught me about guns, though. Safety. Last lesson, and by far most important. Number 1, trigger discipline. You keep that finger off the trigger unless you're aiming to shoot. Don't want you taking a trip to Fanes because you shot your own foot off by being careless, let alone what you could do to others. Number 2, never, I repeat, never aim your gun at something you ain't fixing to take down. These things ain't toys, partner. That's an order straight from Civil Corps. I ain't messing around. You hear me? All right, that about wraps it up for today. So, you won our bet. That means you're calling the shots now. Do you want to go now? All right, just let me know if you want to hang. I'll call it a team building event.
Hello. Impressive. Thanks. Hmm. Catch you later. Thank you. Uh-huh. See ya.
Dear Cat, hi there. Was a reward to anyone who helped safely catch the bandit kid. You were no doubt number one in making that happen, so we are giving the whole pot to you. Good on ya, Cat. Couldn't have done it without you. P.S. We'll try to be a little bit more observant in the future. Thank you. Justice.
Howdy, y'all. Following the involuntary minister misplacement incident, the minister raised concerns. Concerns about certain water-related allegations laid out by Logan, and, well, we're here to put any doubts to rest. Our latest investigation was spearheaded jointly by Minister Matilda and Mayor Trudy, and carried out by myself and Unsure of the Civil Corps. Without further ado, allow me to release our reports to the public. Firstly, Unsure and I made a full check of the perimeter, a thorough search of the area around Sandrock, leaving no stone unturned.
I made double sure of that.
Right. Anyway, beyond a certain distance, it just doesn't make much sense to continue looking around outdoors. Transporting the water in and out of town, well, we'd have caught that on stand-up patrols by now. From there, we moved on to investigating individuals. After a series of interviews and cross-checking data, we have once again confirmed that civilian consumption of water is indeed very close in line with numbers reported by Burgess at the water tower, consistent at 20 tons per month. So, that's kind of all she wrote. On a positive note, we also found that, for the most part, everyone was being really careful with water consumption. So, hope y'all can take a bit of solidarity in knowing that we're all out here doing our best for Sandrock.
Look at you all! Conservers conserving it up!
With that, we're going to turn things over to Pastor Miguel, who also wanted to say a few words. Pastor, tell us what you know.
With pleasure. The first thing I wish to assert is transparency. I'm making all import and export records publicly available. If you want to check said records, you'll find that 80% of all water is imported and 20% comes from the oasis so as not to put a strain on it. And now for the specifics. Sandrock imports 16 tons of water every month from 2 sources. Highwind via the East Rail and Portia through Atara. Another 4 tons comes from the oasis. Justice himself has checked the levels every step of the way and has confirmed that at no point has there been any tampering. Can you confirm that, please, Sheriff?
Yep, sounds about right. We looked into every in and out of the process at random times throughout the last few weeks, and it all checked out.
Good. And to be frank, my past performance speaks for itself. There has not been a single accounting error in Sandrock history since my arrival here. To even suggest that suddenly I've lost my touch is an insult. Good day.
Give it up for Pastor Miguel, everyone. He always knows how to brighten our day. Am I right? All right. Well, with that, I think we can about call this little conference to an end. In conclusion, so-called claims of someone hiding water is verifiably false. If you still have questions, take it up with me personally. Mayor, Minister, any closing thoughts?
It is a very compelling report.
Well,
If that's the way it is, that's the way it is. All we can do is trust each other, because each other is all we have. Let's continue to do our best in fighting for Sandrock together. And I think it goes without saying.
Conserve water!
Do you have any idea how fast you were going there, little lady?
Yeah, I'm the fastest in the world. I was going 1,000,000 leagues per hour.
Oh, you know, when I said you have the right to remain silent, that wasn't just empty chatter. I've heard enough. You're coming with me, little lady.
There's laws against running too fast? But how am I supposed to deliver everyone's letters before they wake up? Wait, no, I'm sorry. I'll slow down.
Whoa there, partner. You trying to interfere with the law of the land? Is that a concealed pick hammer? Hands where I can see him. Nice and slow. Now, all you need to understand, buckaroo, is that I am authorized by the Sandrock government and the Alliance Council to take you in if need be. So, I suggest you drop the attitude and start answering my questions. Why, are you resisting arrest? That's it. You're going down, punk. Listen, citizen, you're pretty tough, but that was only 10% of my power. Oh, my back. I need you to tell me right now what your relationship with Ann D., former member of the Logan gang, is. Otherwise, I can't be held responsible for what happens to you next. I'll catch up with you when it's convenient for you.
Howdy.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
By the light, this is terrible.
Ooh.
It's just so incredible bad. And my mouth is on fire. Oops. Guess I'm just a silly ordinary citizen who can't cook. Enjoy your omelette. It's the worst thing I've ever eaten in my life. The spices are quite bad. But the omelette itself, it's even worse. What the fuck?
Oh, these were happy days indeed. Sandrock was quite lively then. Owen's father bought the saloon office and turned it into their Blue Moon. This photo, well, it must be opening day. That there's Lumi, with his back to the camera. He was the finest shoemaker you'd ever meet. That lady on the left was Rose. Boy, she could hum a tune. And that there's Eska. She was always writing poems with a glass of milk in front of her. Of course, none of them are here anymore. You see, back then there were always folks passing through. Some even took the train that day just to be there to see the Blue Moon open. Thank you for bringing this to me. It feels good to share these old stories with someone who will hear them. Please stop by if you find any more of my photos. Ah, this is... Though I'm glad to have this back, the memories that come with it are unpleasant. Who could have known where things would go? That old fool, Dyson. He believed Sandrock held countless hidden treasures. One day, one of his men fell in a hole, and it turned out he was right. The old world metropolis under our feet held untold amount of relics, mostly intact, too. Countless folk rushed in after that. Vegetation was trampled, water was squandered, and animals lost their homes. Only the roar of machines and an inseparable haze were left here in Sandrock. Mortals and my regrets meant little to the newcomers, and once the railway was open, there was really no stopping them. We had to watch those relic rush miners pluck every petal off our desert flower, and soon there was nothing left. Young one, thank you for bringing this to me. It feels good to share these old stories with someone who will hear them. Please stop by if you find any more of my photos. How are you? I just wanted to thank you again for helping me find those photos. Losing them made me realize those memories are everything to me. Now, my new album is nearly half full. I can't help but wonder, will we really find them all? There was also a letter tucked away in the old one. Never mind about that. If you see any more of those photos, please do let me know. Well, I'm sure you're very busy. My, your workshop is flourishing. This generation, you really are something.
Greetings, citizen, rejoice, for you have been chosen to be part of my Citizen Awareness Program, in which ordinary citizens such as yourself will have an opportunity to prove their innocence by helping me gather information related to the infamous Logan Gang. Attached are instructions on how to find my super top secret hideout. This message will self-destruct after 20 seconds. P.S. If you don't help me, I will know that you are guilty. The Iron Crow barks at midnight. Bronco the Kid. Another idiot. Getting to know Bronco the Kid, how a seemingly bad thing was not actually a good thing and was, as it initially seemed, a bad. Following up on our previous article, The Specialist and You, how a seemingly bad thing is actually a good thing. Now that said specialist has actually arrived, let's look at the ongoing situation and how it might be affecting you, the reader. Are things as bad as they seem? Short answer, yes. First off, let's hear from the man in his own words. Who is Bronco the Kid? I am the law, he began. He stood there for a good 30 seconds or so, squinting at me and protruding his jaw slightly. Once it was clear he was not going to elaborate, I decided to go for a follow-up. What do you mean by that exactly? I asked. I am the night. I am the darkness. I, the one who answers the call. Whenever a little old lady needs help crossing the street, I'll be there. Whenever candy is taken from a baby, I'll be there. Whenever the ice cream machine at a late night dinner is very suspiciously said to be broken when it looks totally fine, I'll be there too. No doubt you too have been a victim to one of Bronco's numerous inane and unnecessarily invasive traffic stops, as well as heard similar speeches that also go nowhere and are just oozing with delusions of grandeur. Due to multiple complaints as of his riding, Bronco's authority to detain citizens will shortly be revoked, which should really come as no surprise to anyone. Bronco's contract includes a clause that promises he will capture his targets or die trying, so expect to see a lot more of him. But do feel free to report him to City Hall if he's acting up again. Reported by Heidi.
Mm-hmm.
So, you have spoken with the pet, as I asked, yes? Yeah, about that. Well, me and Ancho were talking and, we started maybe thinking that this particular course of action... We thought it was dumb. We thought it was dumb, sir.
Huh?
Dumb? You think I would just hand down top secret orders without verifying the integrity of your mission? Well, you don't gotta take it so bad, sir. I mean, everybody has bad ideas sometimes. More bad than good here. Man, well, hey, sometimes you gotta get through all the bad ideas before you get to the good ones. Know what I mean?
Thank you.
Yeah, maybe you're right. Thanks, Sheriff. I feel better. Hey, listen, you two. You want to catch this crook? Sure we do. It's just... Then you better start doing things my way. The Bronco's a kid way. Well, I guess you can give it one more try. Go find more shiny stuff to give the bird. That's more like it. So as soon as you show up in town, this lone character begins his crime spree. Seems a bit suspicious, wouldn't you say? I'm afraid you may be mistaken, sir. I came here roughly in the middle of the crime spree, and I didn't even know Logan existed before I came here. Likely story, likely story. Say, you are not one of those writers who does crimes and then writes about their own crimes as if they were fiction, are you?
Ooh.
What? Is that even a thing?
Hmm.
Oh, brother, is that even a thing? Of course it's a thing. What do you think? It's just make up some random accusation on the spot based on nothing whatsoever? I've busted at least 3 perps that fit that description. Really? Wow, I must admit, that sounds quite interesting. Were they criminal masterminds? Well, you know, probably 2 of them were. The last guy so criminal honor student at best. Amazing! Can you tell me more? Tell me about the most interesting criminals you have tracked down, please.
Come on.
You don't have to answer that, really. We are not citizens of your lines. We are citizens of the world. Now, hold on, babe. I think it's best that we just answer the officer's questions. What have we done that's illegal? We are simply traveling, sir. We do not consent to your laws.
Wow.
You two are really starting to grind my gears, especially you, Four Eyes. Whoa, huh? How could you say something so poignantly hurtful, yet so true? Are we being detained? If we are not being detained, then we are free to leave. We are not being detained. However, by the authority vested in me through Sandrock City Hall, I am permitted the temporary detention of all citizens and travelers for questioning as I see fit. I am not the one dragging things out here. You are. Don't tell. I'm nothing, really. Snitches get stitches. We don't have anything to snitch about. So, I'm gonna stop here for today, and if you like this episode, please drop me a like, a comment, and maybe a sub. And I will see you soon. This is Cat from Cat's Gaming Chaos. Bye for now.